Readers Theater is a great, engaging activity. I think teachers would like to do it so much more, but it's hard to create dialogue like that, scenarios like that. That's one of the great things about the Keys program. It's been created for you. Funny characters with quirky little particular characteristics about them that make the kids laugh. And even when they think it's a little bit silly, they still have fun with it. And when they're having fun, that's when they're really learning. That's when they're really engaged.
Todd and Kalela are in the lunch line at Stormy Ridge High School.
Todd, why do you look so down and out? What's up?
I got a D- on my Algebra 2 test. And now my parents aren't letting me go to the pep rally on Friday night or the big game on Saturday. I'm completely bummed.
The purpose of this Readers Theater is to get students to see someone who perhaps is not striving for a career that's going to result in an income that's going to match with their expectations for their life.
Wait a minute. So you're more upset about missing some silly football game than your grades? Todd, this is junior year. This is the big leagues. High school only comes once, and it determines a lot.
At that moment, Kalela and Todd joined their usual lunch group at their favorite table in the Stormy Ridge High School cafeteria.
Todd, you don't look too good. You okay?
Oh, I'll be fine. Eventually.
Todd nearly failed his Algebra 2 test. His parents have grounded him, and he's going to miss the big game this weekend.
And the pep rally. And thanks, Kelly, for sharing my big news.
Sorry, I guess I'm just shocked at your priorities.
Okay, I've just got to ask. You got a C- in Algebra 2 and a D+ in English. You didn't tell us the rest of the grades. Aren't you worried about getting to college with grades like that?
It's no problem. I'm not going to college. I'm gonna get a real job like regular people.
A real job? So let me get this straight. You think that some jobs are real and others aren't? Tell me, what is a real job?
You know, landscaping, construction, car mechanic, something like that.
So Todd in this story, he's a person who's really not pushing himself in terms of thinking about a career and a career that's going to be high earning. And he's not thinking about the education that's needed in order to get to that point.
Okay, first of all, lots of what you call real jobs still require a lot of training. These days, many car mechanics, for example, have been to some sort of trade school or other professional program to be proficient in servicing cars. You being a mechanic is not going to get you out of any less school. Cars these days have a lot of technology in them.
Okay, so let's say I work landscaping for a few years. Scamper's dad has been in that business for years. He told me they'd hire me in a heartbeat. I could work my way up to running the big mower.
So let's say you get the job with Scamper's dad running the big mower. How much do you think you're going to make doing that job?
Like $600 per week.
Sperry, you're such a dork. Do you always carry on a bunch of play money with you?
Yep, you never know when someone will want to play a quick game of Oligopoly.
Ooh, count in next time. I love that game. I'm so good.
Yeah. I'm going to give you $600 per week. Here's your monthly paycheck of $2,400. Let's just see how far that goes.
What do you mean?
I'm going to need $600 back to cover your taxes.
Whoa.
Yeah. And just like Benjamin Franklin said, there are only two things that's certain in life, death and taxes. Now pay up.
Okay, but I've got $1,800, so I'm good.
Not so fast. Do you want to live with your mom and dad once you start running the big mower?
No way.
Well, a one-bedroom apartment in Stormy Ridge will run you about $900 per month.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and I figure $100 per month for internet, basic cable, and cell phone.
Man, you are relentless.
It's expensive to live today.
Now, how much you have left?
800.
Do you expect to have a car?
Sure, what kind of question is that?
Like, give me $150 per month for gas, tax, insurance, and wear and tear.
Wear and tear?
I've seen how you drive. You're going to have that truck of yours in the shop at least once a quarter if you don't stop those jackrabbit starts that I see you do at every red light.
And how about that time you went to the state fair and you skipped the curb and ripped the stem out of the tire?
You are not helping.
And I'm going to need $50 per month for clothes, shoes, and a haircut.
Figure 100. I want to look good.
Now, I need 150 for entertainment.
Entertainment? What do you even mean?
You still plan to go to every Glass Water Pistols concert with us, right? And don't forget our movie nights.
And everyone knows that you aren't going to miss any of your favorite Stormy Ridge football games. After we graduate, we have to pay to get into those like all the other regular people.
Do you plan on going away for vacation?
Sure thing. Once a year at least.
200.
Why so much?
And he doesn't have a really good understanding of what it takes today in order to be able to have the housing that he wants, to be able to take a vacation, to be able to spend what he thinks he's going to spend on entertainment and clothing, et cetera. So it's really a wake-up call type of activity. And we use it as a way to introduce the idea of budgeting and why budgeting is important.
How much does that leave you?
200, so I'm good.
Dude, you haven't eaten yet?
No problem. We have 20 minutes left in this period.
No, I mean you haven't bought any food in this little real-life reality check you were playing at with Sperry?
Hey!
Now, do you see how fast 2,400 can just disappear?
Yeah, I guess. There's nothing left over.
Mr. Fletcher told us in our case of financial success class last semester that more education often leads to higher incomes. Maybe you should rethink college, Todd.
And creating a budget and sticking to it is the best way to ensure that you can make ends meet no matter what income you might end up having.
What about that budget to save thing Fletcher always was going on about?
That means making sure that you include some of your savings in your budget so that you can build up some money for a rainy day or retirement or whatever.
There's nothing left to save after you got done with me.
The purpose of this Reader's Theater is really to focus students on the thinking about why there's a connection between the job that they're going to get, the education that they need to have that will get them to that job, what the associated income is going to be, and then how they budget within that income so that they both cover their expenses as well as or have money available to save.